This segment brought to you by the Western Kansas Wildlife Travel Center in Oakley.
Roads evolve. They go from animal paths to Indian paths to wagon roads to paved roads to superhighways. A special thanks to Dave DeArmond for introducing us to the Kansas section of the Midland Trail. His book, Sketching the 1916 Midland Trail Across Kansas, as I Found It a Century Later, details the history of this route, accompanied by his watercolor images along the road today. We thank Dave for sharing the story with us. In May 1913, the New York Times reported that a motorist acting for the American Automobile Association was searching for transcontinental routes. Mr. A. L. Westgard, pathfinder for the AAA, had already set out several routes, including one which ran through Kansas, called the Midland Trail. According to a map in the New York Times, Westgard's original route for the Midland Trail ran near the path of today's I-70. A 1915 article in Motor Magazine described the Midland Trail as an extension of the National Old Trails Highway, crossing Kansas on good dirt road, marked with yellow bands. It said it passed through Kansas City, Topeka, Ellis, Oakley, and on to Colorado. The route was still not firmly established, and a 1914 tour book described the route roughly along today's Highway 24. The mid-1920s, the road was somewhat realigned and called the National Roosevelt Midland Trail. In towns, the Midland Trail was sometimes marked. The National Midland Trail Association specified utility poles to be marked with two 6-inch bands of orange with a 6-inch band of black between. However, in Kansas, the guide only mentions red stripes on marked poles. What were the roads like? Paved only in larger or more prosperous towns, and then with cut stones or bricks. Largely dirt roads, at times impassable? Yes. You can find Dave's artistic guidebook in the Kansas Original stores. As Dave says, time to hit the road.